Hi darlings, and welcome back to my makeup garden. It's Liz. Hey. Today we're going to be playing with the Nomad Cosmetics Okavango Safari palette. So if you want to see how I got this look, you should probably stick around. So the packaging on this palette right here, it's textured. It's very much like a velvety fabric texture. It is so sexy. It's like just gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love a good animal print. And then the every Nomad palette has a charity that they support. This particular charity is the the Destination Color. The cause is the Wilderness Wildlife Trust. So a portion of the proceeds will go to the Wilderness Wildlife Trust. That is hard to say for me. Yeah. At the time of filming, I have not swatched it. I will insert swatches here. Watching, and you're good. Welcome back. So this little pretty right here, firstly, look at this color story. It is absolutely stunning. It's very much a mixture of neutrals and neutral adjacent shades. Like, I would consider these greens to be neutral personally, but I also love colorful makeup. I think this palette is perfect for the person who is interested in getting into colorful makeup but currently does neutral looks, because it's not a scary approach to color, which is nice for all of those people out there who want to maybe dip their hands in but aren't quite sure how to approach it. So this is a really approachable color story, in my opinion. We do have some of these like swirl shades here. So we're gonna dig in today, and I think today we're gonna use this row here to create the completed look. So let's get into this eye look. We're just gonna do one eye look today, this one that I'm wearing now. And yeah, I'll see you at the end. All right, darling, so let's do an eye look today using the Nomad Cosmetics Okavango Safari palette. I always want to say Okavango Delta because that's where it's based out of, but like it's called Okavango Safari. Look at this. Oh, the texture. I love it. So let's make an eye look. So I'm kind of leaning towards the greens today because they call my name. So the fun thing about this palette is that any of these rows will make a beautiful eye look. But I think I'm going to focus mainly on the center row today because it's my first time using the palette and I love green. So I think this actually is going to be my transition color. Yeah, let's just do the whole row and let's see what happens, shall we? Okay, so I'm going into Moremi, I don't know, Game Reserve. And I'm using my Glamlite Mikayla Paht 2 brushes. We're just going to go into the transition with this color. It looks like it's not insanely pigmented, and I do have a little bit of staining from yesterday, but so it doesn't look like it's crazy, like, you know, overwhelmingly pigmented, which is actually nice. I prefer that in a transition color because I don't want it to be too overpowering to where you can't blend it, you know? So Nomad's matte formula is one of my favorite matte formulas out there. In their older palettes, some of the brighter colors can take a little bit of work, but in all of their newer palettes, there's just something about the mattes. Especially the transition colors. Like, their transition colors are chef's kiss. Like, look at that. Oh, beautiful. I love it. There's been so many palettes with this color story that have come out. And like in the last, I don't know, like with similar color stories in the last like, I don't know, couple of months. I mean, I guess everybody was feeling this vibe, the neutrals and greens, and I do love it. I'm just swirling, you know, swirling. I love this already. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah. Okay, that went on absolutely beautifully. This already built up. Oh yeah. God, I love like a, for lack of a better word, baby shit green moment. So, oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Love it. Okay. All right. So let me change brushes. And I think we're going to go into, what should we do next? Let's go ahead and go into deepen my transition a little bit with this one. And that's called Vombura Plains. I'm just going to grab this one. It's a slightly smaller blending brush. This is a 04 from the Glamlite collection, and we're just going to do that. So excited. Oh, I love green. So I knew as soon as I saw this palette that I was going to buy it. Like, I knew I was going to buy it anyway because I love Nomad and I really like their formula. And then, and I'm not really like a neutral queen, but I love a good color eyeshadow moment. And I had a feeling it was going to be neutral. So it was like, okay, I don't have anything like this in my collection. I personally don't, not like this. I have great greens, like similar tones of greens, but not, you know, with the browns. And I am just going to bring this all the way to my inner corner because I do want that like little pop of green in there. So yeah, I knew I was going to buy it because, you know, I love my indie brands and I got to support my people. But I don't buy everything from Nomad, but I did want this. So, especially from the sneak peeks, I was like, I see what you did there. It's a very smart business move for them, I think. Like, you're gonna appeal to a wider audience as a brand if you have neutral tones. I mean, like, soft glam is not going anywhere. It's like timeless. So if you can incorporate some really wearable tones of a colorful shade in that, then you're going to appeal to a broader audience. Okay, let's see. Beautiful. Loving this. Oh my gosh. Look how easy that was. That was so easy. I like what's happening here. So I'm using the camera to do my shadow in too. So hoping for the best today. Damn, y'all, my complexion looks flawless today. Good job, me. No, it's, I'm having a good skin day, and I'm trying a new moisturizer by The Ordinary right now, and so far I really like it under makeup. Okay, so next I think I'm going to take that, actually let's get a smaller brush. Let's do that so that's a little bit more pinpoint. So we're going to go into this shade here. This is called Chief's Island, so we're going to use that to deepen up the outer corner. I don't know if I'm going to stick to just this row. I kind of want a little bit deeper of a shade just to add a little bit more dimension to that inner corner, but we'll see. Okay, and I think I'm just going to focus this on my outer corner. Oh, or should I put it on my lid? No, I really want to use the shimmers. Oh no, are we going to do an all matte look? I might do an all matte. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put this on my lid. Yeah, I am. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's just do it, shall we? Everything just went sideways. Now, this shade is a little bit less pigmented than I was expecting it to be, but I'm not mad at it. It's, I think one of those that's going to build up. I do not have a primer on my eyes at all, but, oh my goodness. Do you see what I see? I'm just going to, like, tap that all the way up towards the, oh yeah, yep. I like this because I'm going to put lashes on, and I think this look with lashes is gonna be stunning. Listen, this took a sideways turn. I was not expecting that I would want to do an all matte look. Okay, we're just tapping that green on. So this green on the eye is not as dark on the lid as it is in the pan. So just something you might want to consider. It's not quite as dark on the lid as it is on the eye. It is building up, but it's not building up to the same depth that it is in the pan. So just FYI. All right, but I like it. I do like it. But like I said, just not quite as dark. Okay, so that is almost on. Oh, I love this. We did an all matte look. Who am I right now? Who even am I? Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use the previous brush that I was using, this one that has that little bit of the Vombura Plains on it. I'm just going to blend that shade a little bit with the one here so that it doesn't like, it's not such a harsh line. Capiche? Capiche. All right, there we go. Oh, I love this. Okay, I think that's probably good. I don't want to bring that shade up too high. I really just want it focused on the lid. Okay, so let's do inner corner highlight, and then let's pick a shade for underneath the eyes. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so on the inner corner, let me grab my Blend Bunny brush because that's usually what I use for my inner corner. Excuse you. Sorry, I'm like losing things over here, you know. So I'm thinking that I kind of want to try this shade Nile Crocodiles. Let's see what it looks like. I have not swatched this palette at the time of filming this look. So you guys have already seen it because I swatched it in like my intro, but I have not seen it yet. Okay, so let's swatch this. Hello, me. Let's swatch. Okay, so it is a vibrant enough green. I think that's going to work. So sometimes you never know about shimmers. You know, I heard a lot of people complaining that that shade, Nile Crocodiles, was hard pressed. Mine is not hard pressed. Mine just came off like beautifully on my finger. So we'll see what it looks like with a brush. But it does seem like the first round of palettes that went out, there was a little bit of inconsistency in the pressing of some of the shimmer shades. I don't know if they've since corrected it or what, or if it's just by batch. You know, I don't know, but let's see. This picked up on my brush no problem, so. All right, we're gonna add that to the inner corner. Oh, that is real pretty. This is one of those shades that had like, if you look, it has like texturing, kind of like a marbled shade, but this one has spots. A fun fact about the Okavango Delta, there are over 3,000 Nile crocodiles that call it home. I Googled it beforehand because I was taking a flat lay picture and I was like, are there crocodiles in the Okavango Delta? Sure are, which is good because it was the only kind of realistic looking plastic toy figurine that I had. That's why I Googled it. Okay, oh my god, this as an inner corner shade, I think this shade is just bright enough that it's just bright enough for that. That's beautiful. I love having an inner corner shade, like an inner corner highlight, and a deepening shade in the same palette. It's like my go-to. It's my favorite. It is one of my criteria for when I like have impressions on a palette. Okay, I am loving this so far. We are aces and eights. I don't know if that's good or bad, but aces and eights is what I'm saying. Okay, so what do I want to use for my waterline here? I kind of want to continue that vibrant green. So I think I'm going to go into Vombura Plains here, or Vombura. I wanted to say Numbura. That's not right though. And I'm just going to use like an eyeshadow brush, just a one that I can move along the waterline. It's not quite as big. So I'm just going to run that along the waterline here. All right, loving that. I don't want anything like too dramatic. It is daytime, and you know, while that does not always affect how I do makeup, it is today. So all right, very pretty. Oh, I like that. I think that's going to be pretty with mascara and lashes. Okay. Normally I would do, and I will probably still do this, I'll probably still do a 3-look video or like a 5-look video with this palette. It's just that I don't have time today. I'm on borrowed time. So Brent came home from work and took Ro to Chuck E. Cheese and Levi's sleeping. So, okay. I think that's nice. I'm going to use that same brush and I'm just going to go into Moremi Game Reserve. Just put a little tiny bit of that on the brush and then along just a little. I don't like bringing my shadow too far down. Just want to diffuse just a little tiny bit there. Okay, beautiful. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put lashes, liner, mascara, all that jazz on, and I will be right back with the completed look. All right, darlings, so we're back. I ended up adding a little bit of highlighter just on my brow bone. This one is the Beauty Bay one that just came in their Sundown collection. And then I used some of this brown shade here, right here. It's called Honking Hippos in my brows just to try to do something with them. On my waterline, I am wearing one of the cream gel liners by ColourPop. This one's in the shade Brew. And then I just have some black eyeliner on my tightline. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time saying that. And I'm wearing my L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I actually liked the look of my lashes so much that I ended up not putting falsies on because it just looked really good today. So we're just gonna go with it. And yeah, that is the completed look. I really like how it came out, and I'm really surprised at myself for doing like an all matte look. I love how it came out though. Did you get this palette? Why don't you leave me some like animal emojis in the comments below? And I love your faces. Thank you so much for being here. And if you like this video, please like all of the things. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Bye.